Guys, it's so hot today. Like, when I'm looking at myself in the camera, I look sweaty. I'm gonna take the mirror. I'm like, everything is fine. Look at the camera. I'm like, I've got powder on. Like, hi guys, welcome back to my channel and a happy new year to everybody. I hope you all made it into 2019. Yeah, so this is my first video that I'm doing for this year, and last year I did a makeup course for 6 months, and the reason why I decided to do it was because I really love makeup, but honestly I was clueless in terms of like what to do, which are the popular products, what to use, etc., and like what my steps should be in terms of what do I do first in terms of putting on my makeup, etc. So I really wanted to empower myself with knowledge, so I decided to do that course. The class was all girls and I was one of the older ones, quite a young group of girls, and they all were quite clued up in terms of makeup. I guess it's growing up with YouTube. I really was clueless. I was a true beginner, but I really learned a lot in those 6 months. And I decided to do some videos just talking about the mistakes that I've made and some of the things that could also help you if you love makeup or you use makeup, but you know, and you also feel like kind of clueless and you just do the basics. You know, there really are some basic and easy techniques and things that you can do that can, you know, just upgrade you a notch, just so that you kind of make your look, you know, that much better. You know, one of the things that for me was really hard or was a challenge in the class was doing makeup on other people. I've never done makeup on anybody ever, so that was a big thing for me. So I've come a really long way. And yeah, so for the first basically beginner's makeup video of mine, I wanted to talk about brushes, and the brushes that you need, the basic brushes that you need in order for you to then do your makeup well. Okay. Guys, it's so hot. I keep looking at myself with the camera and I look all shiny and sweaty, but when I look at myself in the mirror, I'm fine. So, you know, I'm gonna hope for the best. Anyways, so we're talking about makeup brushes that you need. So brushes are critical in order for you to get the look that you know, to get the finish that you want, you know, to use specific products, etc. And I'm not going to talk about like buying expensive brushes. It's about buying like really reasonably priced brushes, but just using the right brush to do the right thing so that you can get the right finish on your face. Oh, cool. And I'll also talk a bit about like specific techniques that you can use with certain brushes. Okay, so we'll start off with powder. So this is the powder brush. It's usually this really big, thick brush with lots and lots of hair. I like to buy my brushes from either Woolworths or the Body Shop. They're all like reasonably priced. Most of them, they're all like below 200 Rand each, and some are actually below 100 Rand. My powder brush is from the Body Shop. What I like about the Body Shop brushes, especially for beginners, is that they actually write on them, I don't know if you can see here, like what the brush is for. So this one says like face and body, but it's actually a powder brush. So like professional makeup artists use when they're doing like fashion shows, they need to do put makeup on like all over certain bodies to cover certain marks or to create a certain effect. Then this is the brushes that they'll use. That's why it's called face and body, to use on people, on your body. But yeah, this is my powder brush. What I really love about the Body Shop brushes is the quality of the hair, the bristles. It's really good quality. And I've bought some cheapy brushes, and you can actually tell the difference between them and the Body Shop brushes. This one is around, I think it's 190 rand. And yeah, like the quality of this hair is really great, so I would recommend this one. I use powder. Yes, I use this for my powder. I don't know what I was trying to say, but I use this for powder, and basically then what I do is I dip it into my powder, and then I just apply it all over my face. So really simple. Next up is foundation. So there's different types of brushes that people use for foundation. One of the trendy ones and the really pretty ones right now is the ones that look like this. I got this one from Dischem. And what people do when they use this one is that apply the product on your face, either using your hands, and then you kind of do circular motions to then blend the foundation into your skin. Because I know it can be quite tricky when you're looking at this and thinking, how do I use it? But yeah, that's basically how it actually works. You do these circular motions and stuff to just kind of blend the product into your face. I have two more foundation brushes that I use. This one is from the Body Shop. Says here face, and then this one is from Woolworths. What I like about this one is that it has these fine hairs that stick out here at the top, and they are the ones that actually help me when I'm blending the product onto my skin. And then it has the more thicker hair underneath it and stuff. What I love about this is that you can barely, and I used to use it in class, and I used to put makeup on other people and they'd be like, are you doing anything? Because you can barely feel it on your face. It's like it's so light, but it still does the job really well. Because some brushes, especially with foundation, what happens is that you can see the brush strokes and the streaks across the face, especially if you don't blend it in very well. Hence, it's important to have a really good brush and to blend really well. And this for me is it's great. It's awesome because it doesn't leave those streaks. Can barely feel it on my face, but it's still doing the job that most foundation brushes do. And then this one is from Woolies. This one's a normal foundation brushes from what I've seen in my very short stint in makeup expertise. Yeah, this one basically you apply the product and then you just basically blend it onto your face. I think what's most important about applying foundation is blend, so that it really kind of looks like one with your skin, and also you have that whole even tone look across your entire face. Cool. Okay, and then up next is my blusher brush. I got this one from the Body Shop. So it says blusher there. And this is a very basic, it's a normal blusher brush. So you obviously dip it into your blush, and then you kind of put it on across your face. There's two ways of putting on blush. You can either kind of, obviously you do the whole face thing where you smile so that you can see where you're applying, and you can either apply just on your cheek here, or you can then apply across on the cheekbone, or you can apply across the whole cheek. So from your cheekbone right to the way back. And you know, it's just a different way of doing it. Obviously you do what's best for you or what works for you, but yeah, those are the two ways that you can apply a brush, and this is a good brush. I also have another brush for blush. This one is a slanted blusher brush, and this is from Woolies. I have a slanted blusher brush from the Body Shop. Yeah, And basically it does the same thing. I also use them for bronzer. Yes, for my bronzers. When I'm putting it on my face, on top of my blush. Yeah, but they basically do the same type of thing as a blusher brush. It's just that they're slanted so that you can get a certain effect. So you just use what's best for you. So I'll just say for now, the three brushes that we've spoken about is a powder brush. So you need a powder brush, a nice big thick one, a foundation brush that doesn't leave streaks across your face, and obviously to blend the product into your skin really well, and a blusher brush. Cool. So up next we're going to talk about eyeshadow brushes. So I think one of the key things about eyeshadow brushes is that there's two things that as a beginner that you do with eyeshadow. One is placing the eyeshadow onto your eye, and two, blending. I think those are the two basic key things as a beginner that you should be doing with eyeshadow, and these are the brushes that will help you with that. So let me start with my Body Shop brushes. This one actually says eyeshadow on it, and then this one actually says eyeshadow blender. And then this one, okay, this one doesn't have the writing, but this is a blender brush as well. So, and I see this a lot, guys. I also used to make this mistake when I didn't know what I was doing, and I thought I was doing the things. With the technique with eyeshadow, and I'll probably do this better in another video when I'm actually doing it and showing you guys how I put on my own eyeshadow, is that the eyeshadow brush that I showed you from the Body Shop, it has, if you look at there's a difference between the actual length, and you can see there's actually two different brushes in terms of length of the hair, the bristles on the brush, and also how this one is like a little dome shape, this one's kind of like an open shape, because they do different things. That's why. So this one is actually a placement brush. So what you do with this one is that you dip into your eyeshadow, powder eyeshadow obviously, and then you tap this one onto your eye. So you tap the product onto your eye, wherever it is that you want that product or that color to be, right? And that's what this one does. You don't brush, we don't do any, we just take the product and tap onto the eye. That's placing the product. That's why it's a placement brush. And sometimes what you'll find is that if you buy like certain eyeshadows that don't have what we call like really good pigmentation, pigmentation is when it's like when you actually dip your finger into the eyeshadow and the color's like really strong and coming through onto your finger. Some eyeshadows you dip your finger into the eyeshadow and the color's not there, you dip again, color, yay, now ungaveli, guys. So yeah, those are the cheap ones. Anyways, so what helps with that is that this placement, ne? Yeah, deeper into eyeshadow, yeah, tighter, when you put it on your eye, you keep tapping the product onto your eye so that you can get that pigmentation to be really strong and for the product to look like, for the color to pop on your eye, right? Okay, cool. That's what we do with the placement one. The placement one, just to show you again with these two, is the shorter one with the like dome shape. Now the blender brush. Once you've placed the product onto your eye, you now come in and we blend. And we blend. And we do the things that make the pots now. Now we're doing the things that are gonna make us look really, really nice. Okay? And that's what this brush is for. Okay, so once you've placed the product, and what you can do, sometimes when I started out, guys, not me, and eyes was my worst. I was really bad with eyes. So what I used to do, take the product, dip in my eyeshadow, place, 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 place. Take my blender brush, blend, 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 blend. Go back, place, dip, place, and then place on my eye. Blend, 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 blend. Okay. Then I'd go then for my second color, right? That I need. Take my other color, do the same thing. Place, 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 place here. Blend, 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 blend. Place, place, places. I promise you, it works. This is coming from a beginner. It works, okay? So just do that. And that's the difference between this one and this one, okay? I don't want you to confuse yourself and start looking at all these other brushes and whatever. Honestly, if you are starting out and you are still figuring this thing out, these are the two that were key for me and helped me get to where I am. Look at my eyes, guys. Look at my eyes. I hope you can see there. Yeah. Anyways, so this is my other amazing blender brush from the Body Shop. This one's got really long bristles. I love it. And this one is my favorite eyeshadow blender brush and placement actually. And it's from Woolies. This one is like, does the job really well of placing and blending. Okay, some of like the other ones, my Body Shop ones, no, not so much. But this one, yo, it's amazing. I'm really enjoying using this one. This one's from my Body Shop. Okay, it's the eyeshadow brush. And then these two are from my Icon. I bought these in London. And yeah, they basically do the same thing as the other the Body Shop ones. We blend here, we place here, and that is it. So we place, blend, place, blend, place, blend, right? And then we get the beautiful, you know, look. Okay, we'll talk about eyeshadow and what we are doing later, but basically these are the brushes that you need. Cool. And then concealer. Your concealer was not my friend in the beginning when I started out on this journey. Yo, I have no idea what we were doing with concealer. Hey, we've come a long, 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 long way. Anyways, so when I apply concealer, I have this brush that I use, concealer brush. This one's from Woolies. I usually actually use it on my eyes because I put concealer on my eyes before I put on the eyeshadow. I'll explain another time why I do that. And then this is my beauty blender. This one's from the Body Shop, and I love, love, love this beauty blender because of the sharp edge point here. It's done because I do have other ones, those other beauty blenders that have like the rounded end. This one is kind of sharp end, and the reason why I love this one is because when I'm doing my concealer here under my eye, I'm able to control, especially because I'm still a beginner and I'm not that good, I'm able to control where and how I'm pushing the concealer in. And that's the trick with concealer, is that you're not really blending it, you're pushing it into your skin. So it's a different technique where you are tapping. Hence, for me, the blender works really well when I'm putting the concealer under my eye and on certain areas. And you'll see other people on YouTube, they usually use this when they're doing the concealer, because you need to push the product into your skin, so that it can do the job the concealing job that it needs to do. It's not necessarily a blending job, ne? So these are the two that I use for concealer, depending on where I'm putting it on my face. Yo, guys, I'm sweating. Yo, it's hot here. I feel like this is going to be like a video where I look really horrible. Please forgive me. Anyways. Ooh. Yeah. Guys, I have the aircon on and off. I keep switching it on and off because it makes so much noise if I have it on whilst I'm talking in the video. So I just keep dipping, you know, away to the aircon so that I can, you know, get my composure back, because yeah, the heat, yeah, it's not playing games. Anyways, let's move on right along. So up next is a lip brush. This is not a must-have, and I think especially if, you know, you don't share your makeup with people, don't do that. If you do share makeup, just make sure that you wipe you sharpen pencils before you use them, you wipe the lipstick, you wipe the eyeshadow, you know, with the tissue, and stuff like that. Because guys, stuff can, with makeup, it's very easy to infect each other with things. If someone has a cold sore or anything else on their face, very easy for that to happen. Okay, but yeah, so if you are using for you, if this works, where you want to dip in the lipstick and then apply onto your lips, for me, what I found, it takes a long time, so that's why I don't do it. It takes too long to do this. So I have two brushes. One is actually from the Body Shop. This one actually is a lip and concealer brush. So yeah, we spoke about concealer just now, so it does the same job. This one's from Woolies, and this is also just a basic lip brush. Okay, so I'm back from a bit of an aircon dip. Gosh. Anyway, so last but not least, these are just a few brushes that you might want to add to your collection. This one, I'm sure we all know what this one does. It's for brows. I didn't really talk about brow brushes because, guys, you know me, brows, ish, yeah, you know, I've really improved with eyes, but brows, yeah, there's still, you know, some work that needs to be done there. One day when I'm good, yes, I'll do like a whole brow video. Yeah. Anyway, so this is a normal kind of brow brush to help you shape your brows, like brush them and shape them well. It's really good to use when you're actually doing your brows. We actually did do brows in class, so it's not like I don't know what to do, I just don't do it very well. Some people use also the brush that looks like a mascara wand. You know, when you put your mascara out to put it on, there's like that one thing. There are brushes like that. Some people also use that to kind of shape and comb out their brushes and stuff. So this is a really good brush to have in your collection. Contour brushes. So this one is a slanted contour brush from the Body Shop. This is my other contour brush. It's actually two-sided from Woolworths. Yeah, but they basically kind of do the same thing. So if you're contouring on your cheeks, apply product here, and then you kind of blend into there. I'm not a big fan of contouring, but we'll talk about that another time. Contouring is basically based on your face shape. And you obviously trying to either highlight or hide certain things about your face. Like for example, if you feel like your forehead is too big, you can contour it and just kind of bring it in so it kind of looks like it's not as big. You can even your nose or whatever other parts of your face it is that you want to do. And stuff. So yeah, these are the brushes that I would recommend. Last is, I love masking. So good for you and so good for your skin. Skincare is critical, obviously, with makeup. Like, skin first, makeup second. Like, if you're not doing that, like, I don't know, you're not gonna make the pots. Your makeup's not gonna look amazing. So this I discovered is a silicone brush from Woolworths that I use for my masking. So what I used to do before I had this brush, dip my fingers into the mask, and then I would apply onto my skin, and then I'd be all messy and dirty. Wash my hands, then I'd have to wait. Then so now I bought a silicone brush, and what I do is I dip it into the product, and I use it to apply all over my skin. When I'm done, I wash the brush, and then I just wait for my mask to then set or to dry, and then I wash it off. So I love this brush, and I would recommend it for you as a beginner. If you love masking, if you use masks a lot, this is a really great brush. Yeah, so that's basically it, guys, from my first video. If you have any questions about brushes, if there's anything that I haven't touched on, if there's something that I said maybe that you didn't understand properly, please feel free to ask me in the bottom. Yeah, and please subscribe to my channel as well, and also just click on the thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. I hope to see you again, and I also hope to be doing more videos like this where I talk about you know, makeup for beginners, you know, people who like makeup like me, but you know, we're on the road to, you know, figuring it out. Yes, it's for you. Yeah, so cool. Thanks guys for watching, and see you next time.